Throughout Pennsylvania, we have these beautiful natural landscapes, and people, because of just the ways that our communities developed, they developed around resources. They were tied to rivers, they were tied to railroads. Those towns are spread out, but they also are near large tracts of open space and public land. What trails do is really bring those communities back into those places, but in a way that's sustainable, identifies them as places that we want to celebrate, and also engenders a sense of stewardship and conservation in people. So really that's PEC's thing, is we're reintroducing people to these places, these special places that are throughout our Commonwealth. Outdoor recreation has the opportunity to speak to all generations of Pennsylvanians, to get them to understand why these places are important. We want to build a stewardship ethic starting at the very young age, teaching children now, today, that these places are important. If we take care of them now, they'll be there for us later as we grow in the Commonwealth. It also provides an opportunity for people to tie back in, to give back to these places they love. So those are all the things that we're trying to get into our outdoor recreation program. So it's not just about getting outdoors, it's about getting outdoors and understanding why we love these places. PEC's Trails and Greenways program expands throughout the state, involved in everything from land trails to water trails, local projects, to big, massive connections across various communities. We're active in the Northeast PA with the Northeast Pennsylvania Trails Forum, working with all the trail groups throughout the Poconos Conservation Landscape Initiative to start to look at how they can be connected together into one large network. We're developing some mapping software through our Go to Trails website that will allow them to use that as a virtual whiteboard and actually move projects forward and get the trails on the ground. Probably the most exciting project we have at the moment is the Industrial Heartlands Trails Coalition, which is a 4-statewide, 48 counties, 1,400 miles. It will be 6 continuous loops of lots of big different destinations. Industrial Heartlands Trails is this grand vision to actually connect up all the major cities throughout this region. So we've got networks going from Pittsburgh to Erie, Pittsburgh to Parkersburg in West Virginia, Pittsburgh to Cleveland, and various places in between. It's something that hasn't been attempted at a scale this size before. With Go to Trails, our Go to Trails website, we have the opportunity to actually pull together all sorts of trail groups into one cohesive organization that start to work together. We have the Industrial Heartlands Trails in Western Pennsylvania. We're working in the circuit in the Philadelphia region, and the Northeast PA Trails in the Poconos area have really proved the way of how successfully bringing groups together collaboratively to move trails forward. PEC is looking now to move that across the state, using Go to Trails to get the mapping down, to start the conversation about where it is we can be effective to actually connect all these networks into a true one large, massive regional trail network. We have a 20-year vision. Our goal is that by 2033 we will have it completed. That's all 1,400 miles. At the moment we're sitting at about 48%, so we've got just a little under 700 miles completed, but we have a few key gaps that we've identified out of a total of 51 gaps that we have to work on over the next 20 years. Those key gaps will open up very long corridors and really prove the case for why these trails will work and why they will bring economic development to local communities and to engender a real sense of place to people that are using the trails. We're working with local communities to make a difference, and that difference comes in a lot of different ways. Small dollars can make a big difference in a lot of these communities. Trails, they may have a big price tag if you think about them as just a single path, but really what they are is they're really an expression of reintroducing communities. They're something that can't be moved away, and you can actually do something locally to see a real difference.